Hey guys, today we're checking out Shang-Chi and the Ten Rings.
I said, hold up, wait a minute, something ain't right.
I've been deceived. Those are bangles. Well then, I guess today we're reviewing Shang-Chi and the 10 Bangles. I think this film was good. It certainly wasn't the best Marvel film ever made, but it was sure as heck better than this nonsense. I'm gonna start off by talking about its hyped combat. The fights in Shang-Chi range from slow and boring to pretty cool. The pure hand-to-hand combat is by far the best, and the superpowered ones with the 10 Bangles and the airbending rank the lowest. Oh yeah, did I mention this film has airbending? I actually didn't like it that much because the movie was extremely ambiguous about this ability. They don't actually mention controlling the wind or air. Instead, they just throw enemies around and make the leaves move. More time should have been spent on ironing out this power. A solid definition is quite important in superhero movies especially, because the better you define a limit, the better you can break it. This includes the Bangles too. I pretty much understand their powers. The operative phrase here is pretty much, because they never actually were explained. Sometimes the user launches them, sometimes the user shoots energy blasts from them, sometimes they work as force fields and sometimes as whips. They also have this thing where they return to the user, so is it like a power only Shang-Chi has? Or can anybody just take them? This ties into the finale because I never actually understood how Shang-Chi got the bangles from his father. Did he become worthy or something, or did he just airbend them? I really feel like I missed something there. If I did, please tell me in the comments because I'm totally lost. I found the special effects kind of iffy too. They weren't the worst I've ever seen, but they looked kinda plastic. And stuff like this happened all the time. It looked like that guy got glitched from the lion's paw. The cast wasn't bad, especially Tony Leung, who nailed his role as the Mandarin. Simu Liu was also great. He's charismatic while being down to earth and natural. He's a great cast for Shang-Chi in my opinion. Tony Leung seems to make Shang-Chi's character better. A good villain brings the best out of a hero, and the Mandarin seemed to do that with Shang-Chi. Katie, Shang-Chi's best friend and sidekick played by Aquafina, was quite obnoxious though. She has too many not so funny jokes that really contribute nothing to the film and seems to weigh it down. She got better as the movie progressed, thank God, but the damage was done. Shang-Chi's sister wasn't my favorite character. Her trope of a girl who wasn't trained with the boys but is somehow as good as them is quite tired, and her character literally didn't add anything to it. So she's neutral at best and painful at worst. By far one of my favorite characters was Trevor Slattery, played by Ben Kingsley. If you didn't know, he was the fake Mandarin from Iron Man 3. Him and his buddy Morris were quite amazing. He is easily the greatest comic in the movie, outshining Katie by a long shot. He and Morris better be recurring characters in the MCU or I'm probably gonna riot. Okay, I kinda have a vendetta against the music in Shang-Chi and the 10 Bangles. So here's the story. A few days earlier I saw the trailer for Shang-Chi in the cinema, and I instantly fell in love with the music and thought it was easily the best character theme Marvel has ever churned out. I felt tricked, backstabbed, and quite possibly bamboozled when it didn't play once during the whole movie. This made me a bit sour towards the film's soundtrack, but apart from that it seems pretty much the same as every other Marvel movie. Not bad, but with nothing truly epic. I don't care when a movie has only one race, such as a film set in medieval England would be vastly white, or a movie set in tribal Africa would be vastly black. I get annoyed when a show incessantly blabbers about it. The beginning and middle of Shang-Chi fall prey to this quite a bit, and it ruffles my feathers. Fortunately, it gets better towards the end, but heed my warning nonetheless. Finally, it seems that the MCU is getting a bit bloated. For example, the stakes in this movie were planetary at least and possibly dimensional at worst. It's just starting to feel like Marvel pulls world-ending threats and secret dimensions from their hat with zero build-up at all. This just loads up the MCU with abandoned lore and may not be an immediate problem, but it is starting to reveal itself in Phase 4. In closing, I think Shang-Chi and the 10 Bangles is a good Marvel origin story. Not the greatest Marvel has ever made because it definitely has its flaws, but even so it's pretty decent. I'd recommend checking it out if you have some free time. I'll do a show gauge review as soon as possible and put the link in the description by the way. So thank you for your time, feel free to subscribe, peace out.